Every engine on the island is sealed off to pull trains, while Thomas had to deal with having to pull the trains to him every morning. The first train of the day is James, Thomas Chop Chop. The truth is, Thomas will probably never ever actually pull a train. He'd just be poor old Thomas. Poor little tank engine who never got to do anything. The engines would always come back and they'd always just leave the coaches for Thomas to pick up and give it to the next engine. Again and again. One night, Thomas had put Annie and Clarabelle in his shed while the other engines, but as Thomas set off, he noticed James, the first passenger at the first engine, wasn't feeling too good. That's a bit odd, he said. Maybe I'll get to pull my first ever passenger train. Thomas beamed with delight. Finally! He wondered if he'd maybe be able to pull his first ever passenger train. This would be amazing. The workmen worked on James all night. He wasn't looking too good. By morning, Gordon and Edward were chuckling away. Imagine if little Thomas was to pull the passenger train for James. I know, it'd be so funny. Gordon was being nice to Edward, only because of Thomas. The next morning, Thomas woke up and he set off. He went and coupled up to Paul James's coaches. Eventually, he pulled up and put the coaches in line. But as Thomas waited and waited, there was still no sign. The passengers piled and piled on. Still, there was no sign of James. Eventually, the Fat Controller was called. "What is going on here?" said the Fat Controller. "Why aren't my coaches in the morning meant to be gone yet? Come on, Chop Chop, where is James?" Thomas's driver explained what had happened. The Fat Controller strutted over Thomas. "So it feels James isn't able to be pulled the passenger train, Thomas. So you shall pull it." Thomas beamed with delight. "Yes, sir." He went to the front and hopefully his driver could hold him. He didn't listen to anything his driver said and he puffed away. Thomas was excited. He was ecstatic, but he forgot it. People waved to him to tell him to stop, but Thomas carried on. "I'm Thomas!" Toot toot. Eventually he stopped at a crossing. The station master came down. "Thomas, what are you doing here? You know the passenger train could be coming any minute." "I am the passenger train." "Nonsense," said the station master. "Where are your coaches?" Thomas realised he'd forgotten them. He backed up immediately and backed away. As Thomas backed into the station, Gordon and Edward chuckled. Thomas felt sad. He felt silly. "Ha ha ha, little Thomas. Ha ha ha." This time he waited for the whistle to blow and he set off. The truth is though, ever after that, Thomas would be known as Silly Tiny Thomas.